Hello. How is everybody doing? Sorry, I am late today. I was very engrossed in working on something, I guess. I haven't. I assume you're talking about the Pain Elemental's arms here. They're pretty beefy. Yeah, I was working on something. It's still a secret. Maybe it won't be a secret. I honestly have no ETA on it. It's taken a lot of time, but I don't know, and it's not. Yeah. Anyway, welcome everybody. It's WAD Wednesday again. It's like a stress ball, you know. Just clicking it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna play a totally randomly selected Doom level here. Here's our real life analog plushie Pain Elemental. We'll rub its head for good luck, and hope that we get something interesting. Okay, myhouse3.zip 70. This appears to be an address, 70 Neponset Street in Hell, by Dominic Anello, from 2005. So this is a My House map. Okay, the original release date, as the README says, is August of '94. So this is, yeah, this map is, gosh, what is it? 24 years old? Whew. That's a staggering figure right there. Yeah, this map is recently turned 24 years old. It could almost rent a car in the United States, and it's a My House map. So that's always interesting to see. Description says what my house would look like if it was taken over by fiends. Okay, so the creative gist here is that it's a My House map, but it is still in hell. You know, sometimes the tentative fiction of a My House map is that it's just their house. Who knows? Yeah. Additional credits to authors of DEU: Scruffy, Candlebox, Metallica, and Pantera. Okay, so I don't know if we can expect to hear some MIDIs from them, but this was made like within the first year of Doom's existence, so we'll see. Yeah, I guess it was uploaded, you know, like over 10 years later. But yeah, let's check it out. My House, 70 Neponset Street. I mean, you could almost track down, I'm sure there's many Neponset streets in the United States, or actually wherever the heck it could be. So, but yeah, I don't know if, whoops, let me get my crosshair out here. Okay, well yeah, we are in what I would say looks like a kitchen. Yep, okay, and that's probably a fridge with a beating heart on it, because that's, you know, that's some fine cuisine right there. There are some lost souls that we can just kind of plink away at with the pistol here. That's not the most fun thing in the world. Also, this is rather more than we can deal with right now. Doing some skeleton head management here. Okay, so we've walked into this other room. The lights turned on, I guess. Definitely, the map definitely living up to its author's premise of if their house was in hell. Gosh, this is actually kind of rough. Unfortunately, it was made in the days of numpad, when just overall level of player skill that people were targeting was way lower. Oh, a little closet here. Okay, I haven't really had a chance to digest the architecture much here, but oh yeah. Also, I was gonna I'm not feeling at Doom's Gate today. Okay, so yeah, that's a kitchen. This is maybe like a living room. Like all of these, the floors and ceilings of all these things are the same, or the exact same height, which definitely hurts a sense of like, you know, a real place. Like this almost works as like a Wolfenstein 3D level, you know, just in that it's all right angles, it's all pretty brightly lit, and that it's all kind of, you know, the same. Oh, is this a bathroom? I guess it is. Yeah, it's a bath. It's got a bathtub full of green slime and an invisibility pickup in it. I don't know what. It's always interesting to read those things for symbolism. Like, what is the invisibility pickup in the bathtub mean? Ooh, we've got a burning hell room here. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This feels like maybe it's a master bedroom. The author hasn't really like created any middle of the room detail, like a bed or something. You know, if there were like a 4-poster bed or something in here, then you'd be like, oh, okay, this is the master bedroom. Oh yeah, I'm invisible. Are we? I don't know if this goes down to a basement kind of situation or what. Okay, yeah, can't get in there. Just want to make sure that I've perused all of everything perusable. Yeah, this is feeling very much like a basement. And it's just got tons and tons of crates. And I don't know if this is like a slime spill here. You know, one wonders what that's standing in for. Maybe this is like the water tank or some sort of boiler or something, and it leaked one time. Oh yeah, let's get the armor. Yeah, it's nukagy down here. There's just all kinds of spills. This almost makes me like the name of the street given in the street address, Neponset. Something about this says Boston to me. I mean, I lived there for multiple years, and so it just like occurred to me. And then just like this kind of basement, you know, like a dingy kind of basement. Boston has some dingy basements, is what I'm saying. I was not an owner of one, but there were some dingy basements. Yeah, okay, alright, so yeah, now we got the yellow key. Oh, now we're going upstairs, maybe? Very cramped here, you know. I think, the author was no doubt looking at the real-life floor plan of their house, kind of. I don't know. I mean, anytime you get a super cramped hallway like this, it's like, oh yeah, that might actually be realistic scale architecture. Yeah, Boston wasn't all bad, and there are plenty of places in this nation that have dingy basements. That's not a huge knock against a city, I would say. But you know, most houses have basements in that part of the country, and they can be pretty cozy in the wintertime. You know, insulated by the earth. Every time I think of Boston, I feel the sudden urge to yell, "Hey, I'm walking here!" Yeah, that's in the classic, distinctive South Boston accent, made famous by, I don't know, The Departed. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Cool. All right, it kind of looks like we're at the end. I sort of feel like we've seen everything that's in this map. Yeah, that's all the monsters. There's one secret that we missed. But yeah, so not a whole lot of this isn't super interesting. I mean, you know, for coming out in August of 1994, this map is, you know, not the worst thing you could download from a BBS or something. But yeah, it also doesn't have a whole lot to. I mean, the density of enemies early on made the fights kind of relatively tense. But then the actual resource budgeting and stuff was such that like I wasn't feeling a lot of pressure. You know, this probably would have been a very hard map for somebody playing in the first year of Doom's release, before people had gotten really good at the game and started using WASD and mouse and keyboard. You know, but yeah, okay, so And here we are back in E1M2. Okay, so that was 70 Neponset Street in Hell by Dominic Anello. Yeah, so yeah, that's a pretty standard 1994 My House map, I would say. That is just a classic specimen. Other files by author cave.wad and newbonus.wad. I don't know if Pipe Bomb here is... Pipe Bomb sure is a 1994 BBS handle. You know, back before having that kind of handle would get you investigated or something. All right, well, let's move on. Oh, and they included a little template. Okay, this is a slightly different formatted README. Okay, random. Realm of Chaos, the MacIntosh team. Okay, this is this looks like it's in the MegaWads folder. 32 level Doom 2 WAD. First and only Mac-made conversion WAD. Interesting. The MacIntosh team is a group of 7 Mac Doom players and authors who have organized to bring you Realm of Chaos, a collection of first-rate Doom 2 levels. Doom map editors were available to Macintosh users in early '96. After a few months of individual authoring and uploading, 7 of the best Mac Doom authors were recruited to form TMT and work on the Realm of Chaos WAD. In total, the project took 6 months. 3 items: the levels and graphics WAD, an optional sprites WAD, and this README. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's all cool. Yeah, and this is a 32 level, yeah. Well, cool. That is, you know, I wasn't too aware of what, oh, somebody in the chat, yeah, cool. Folks in the chat have Googled the address, and there is a 70 Neponset Street in Boston. Who knows, might have even have been in my old neighborhood. Yeah, I'm keen to check that out and see where that is relative to where I was, to where I lived and worked and so forth. Cool. Okay, so this is an interesting little window into something that I didn't really know that much about, which is just like, yeah, what were Mac users? You know, Doom was ported to the Mac relatively soon after it came out for DOS. But yeah, this is cool. So yeah, some Mac users built a MegaWad. This came out in 1999, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah, with MegaWads, I don't know. I just kind of jump in, and if the levels go by quickly, you know, I mean, obviously I'm not going to get through all 32 maps, but I'll play until I feel like I've seen enough, or until we hit, you know, our usual vague kind of time limit. But yeah, let's check it out. Realm of Chaos. Okay, cool. We got a... Oh, so this is... Okay, this came out in '96. All right, so it was uploaded in '99, but came out in '96. Cool. Okay, so this would have been just like, you know, '96 was really the year that a bunch of MegaWad projects came to fruition. Cool. Well, let's see. Let me turn the music back on. Okay, no, it doesn't look like they're using any custom music here. They've got a custom skybox, though, so that's cool. Do they have a custom status bar? No, they don't. But it does look like they've replaced maybe like the med kit. So yeah, let's just jump in here. Okay, yeah, and these troopers are dropping a little custom clip graphic. So yeah, this team clearly had a sprite artist. They were just, you know, they were like, hey, let's just customize. Let's just do slightly different versions of all of the regular Doom sprites. Put a little personalized touch on it. Bunch of hit scanners in here. Yeah, this is kind of rough. All right, I think I got it under control. I mean, this is already like, you know, semi-interesting architecturally. You know, by '96, it's definitely fair to say that mappers were starting to get, you know, ambitious, and the level of skill was really going up. This actually reminds me, you know, like I couldn't help but noticing, you know, the name of this mapping group, TMT. It sounds like it could very well be like a very deliberate reference to Team TNT, who of course made, you know, the first half of Final Doom, and, you know, various and many other things. Yeah, and this actually kind of reminds me of it. This level feels kind of TNT-like in terms of just its sort of, you know, it's like tech-based with fairly not id-like architectural tendencies. So that's interesting. Yeah, okay, so where... This is where I came in. Did I... Okay, no, this is just where... Okay. I do want to get out to that little balcony, though. Okay, yes, I have been here. And yeah, like, that is totally an above-average skybox graphic for 1996. You know, it's like... And I'm kind of guessing that the sprite artist who did all these little pickups and stuff did that as well. Or maybe a bunch of people pitched in on sprites. I don't know. I didn't read the credits very closely, but it is there for our perusal later. All right, it's twice this stream so far that I've said perusal. I'm approaching my limit probably. I can't promise I won't say it again. Oh, okay. All right. So the author, that's twice now, the author has sprung, this designer has sprung the, get into sort of a protected location and then something else pops open. That's just really standard trap-y type thing, you know. All right, so we've got something that is pretty clearly pointing to a secret. That's nice. Okay, it's just like, it's like tiny little, it's like the mini crates. It's the baby crates. You know, creating a nice little arrow to a secret door. All right, so what did that do for me? Please, Sam, don't ever say perusal again. My reference point for perusal is at some point in the animated Beatles movie Yellow Submarine, Ringo says, "I will peruse it." Just the way he says peruse in his Ringo-like cadences is just, I don't know, I guess apparently it stuck with me. Also, peruse is an above-average word. Alright, now I'm definitely at my limit. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a little more intricate layout-wise and back and forth than you often see in a MegaWAD's Map 1. You know, a lot of MegaWADs take a cue from id and make the first level, like, especially play very fast and not be super complicated layout-wise. I don't know. I mean, if that's the exit there, then this isn't big and complicated or anything, but... Alright, they got their little logo written on the hazard suit thing. Alright, we're just opening up the way to the exit here. Okay, that's coming up, that's coming up. Dumpty-dum. Baby crates look kind of Minecraft-y. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're just little, they're about the size of a Minecraft grid unit. Why do some mappers design good, decent levels but have simple, boring doors? So many ways doors could be interesting. That's a good point, you know? Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, you can certainly spend some geo around them building up a nice frame or something. Okay, so we missed one secret here, but I feel like we're definitely at the end here. And yeah, I'm guessing that that's the exit switch. So yeah, let's move on, because there are 31 more maps to go. Drop Off, okay, that was Drop Off by Rob Berkowitz. That name sounds familiar, so I don't know if if Rob went on to design other WADs or worked in the game industry or something. Yeah, since I always make note of lighting, this WAD definitely has not been too bad about constant drugstore lighting. You know, there's some blinking lights. Okay, so this is really cramped. Using some American McGee Doom 2 textures here. Yeah, very close quarters here. Cool. Ooh, I like that courtyard. Yeah, just see into all kinds of stuff there. And okay, so that brings that up. Got some tricksy progression stuff here. You know, one thing. So I just thought of it, and it's going to haunt me. You know, Mac Doomer, somebody who is primarily a Macintosh user, playing Doom, making Doom levels and stuff in 1996. Very, very high chances that they also played Marathon, you know, and possibly were a huge Marathon fan, right? So, you know, Marathon is such a radically different level design sensibility from pretty much anything you see in anything id Software has ever produced, I would say. You know, Marathon levels were, they could be very cramped, they could be very dark. I mean, Marathon 1, very much so. Marathon 2 and Infinity had these very convoluted, in some cases way too much for their own good, progression structures and stuff. So I don't know, that's something to consider the influence of, knowing that these were Mac user Doom players. But maybe not, I don't know. I am getting a Marathon, something of a Marathon feel from, I mean, you also, like, jumping was a super weird thing in Marathon. I don't think Marathon could do room over room. It had a few engine features that Doom did not, but by and large, you know, it was semi-comparable. I'm sure that there are some Marathon diehards who would be very quick to point out all of the cool things that it could do that Doom could not. One very cool thing is that it shipped with the editor, or at least Marathon 2 onward did, shipped with the editor that they had made the game with. So, you know, as opposed to, you know, id, who just gave out the WAD specifications and kind of let people bang together their own editors. Yeah. Cool. All right. So yeah, this was a very, very tight, condensed little space around this radial thing. So that's kind of cool. I guess there's probably some secret real estate out there, but I mean, this almost feels like one of those 1024 by 1024 map jam things, in that it's crammed into a very small footprint overall. But yeah, manages to pack in some stuff. Sort of intricate. It falls into a little bit of the radial symmetry problem, where it's like, okay, when I'm in that room, I have to, like, sort of, you know, look very carefully at some landmarks to figure out which quadrant, to figure out that I'm in the southwest quadrant versus the northeast, etc. But yeah, that doesn't, like, spoil some of the other things about this map. Cool. Okay, so that was Outpost 27 by Anthony Chan. So cool. Now we are entering Mars Base Alpha by Clint Sago and Rob Berkowitz, I guess. Like the... And I immediately fell down a pit. Ooh, this is interesting. This is definitely a little more hell-like. And we've got a big passageway opening up here. That's cool. I mean, this is a statement, you know. Okay, there's just all kinds of monsters on all sides of us here, but we're relatively safe in the middle here for now. Gosh, yeah, just... Imps firing at us from all sides. Alright, the super shotgun. It's time. Okay, alright. Take a breath. I'm really appreciating what just having this red sky, this very uniquely colored red sky over everything does. I think that's cool. That's a the particular reds that sky is made out of, Doom has a lot of. If you look at the Doom's built-in color palette, that of course every every map in the original Doom, every map for vanilla Doom had to conform to. You know, there's a lot of those kinds of colors in that sky, so I think they were probably partly looking at what sorts of colors they could have rich, smooth gradients of, and go with that. But so yeah, it's a familiar color. I also wonder how they generated the this landscape here. My first guess would be KPT Bryce, which was a landscape generator, kind of like in DOS we had a program called VistaPro. Kai's Power Tools were Mac native, if I recall. And KPT Bryce was this very cool program that you could use to just like doodle up a height map and then like render out landscape images, which you know, for 1996 was like sorcery, you know, like rendering out these really cool looking expansive landscapes. I mean, it was an offline thing, but yeah, KPT Bryce would be my guess for how this skybox was generated. It has a nice look to it. Okay. All right, so okay, like there's, I guess this is like the, oh gosh, am I stuck? Am I stuck? No. Oh, okay, there's little stairs. Nice. Okay, so that's some attention to detail right there. I thought I was stuck, but there's little steps that allow me to get out if I get stuck down there. Yeah, and I fell down out of this room before I even knew what was going on in this level. So I hope I didn't leave anything cool behind there. All right, so I've been kind of just drunk walking here, but yeah, I don't have any keys, so I can't get into those two doors. I guess the only thing for it is, oh, look at this. This it's possible that it's not, but it's highly likely that this is a marathon symbol. So there we go. The question of influence is almost definitively answered. Is yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess we just jumped down into the slime there and just grabbed that. Tight quarters. Okay, now we've got the yellow key. We're getting keys doled out in pretty quick succession here. My hunch is that this level is still going to be relatively small and tight, the way the first one was. What's this? Oh, it's just a weird diagonal door. Oh, okay, and these come down. Alright, and so that opens up a teleporter, but it does not appear to be an exit teleporter. Okay, alright, yeah, and now we're back. Now we're out in this space that we have not been able to access directly for the first time. Cool. We got a bloody cross on the ground here. And a very busy blue key trim texture-y kind of thing. And now we've got all of the keys. That might be the exit, or maybe it's just the destination for that teleporter. I don't know. Cool, yeah, what is the deal with this? Can't really get in there. Alright, that's where I came in. This teleports me back here. Okay, and now I can go through the blue key. So yeah, we're doubling back very straightforwardly. This is also kind of, I can definitely, I'm not sure if I would have sussed it out if I hadn't seen it coming in. But this I can definitely buy that this map was a collaboration between two different authors, because this open space here, you know, in the middle feels like it was one type of level design sensibility, and then these side areas feel like a different thing altogether. I don't know though. I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe one author blocked out the whole thing and then another one came in and polished it. Who knows? But yeah, I always wonder about process like that, you know. This is an interesting, we're definitely getting into some hell stone type stuff. I mean, the skybox is telling us that we are already in hell or something, or we're in the realm of chaos. Okay, now we're on to Sewers by Jim Bagro. We got some green vines here. and here we are in a very large, dark space full of slime, which is kind of interesting. Whoa. Got these little hit scanners who are just going to plink at us. Am I... Okay, this is non-harmful nukage. It's a bit of an unconventional choice. Okay, this is just a real big space with one door. Sort of a classic crisscross lighting setup here, and look at that. That's just like a little bit of moss gathered up by the ceiling there. That that's a cool touch. Setting up some little masked decorations for cobwebs and stuff like that. That was definitely a... I mean, TNT does that, I think. TNT has a fairly underutilized cobweb texture, I believe. Okay, yeah. So we've got these like big open dark spaces with nukage on the floor, and then these kind of cramped hallways and stuff. This whole level is pretty dark. Yeah, I'm standing by my earlier observation that this all feels very TNT-like. You know, I mean, there's a lot of... You could say a lot about what it means for a map set to be TNT-like, or I mean specifically evolution-like. Like it's pretty eclectic. You know, multiple authors each doing fairly different stuff. What am I supposed to do in this room? We've got a whole bunch of hanging bodies, so you know it's all grim and horrible and all. Huh. Oh, okay, here's a door. Here's a door out. Oh, custom light goggles. I mean, that will help with the darkness, even though it won't necessarily help with the visuals. Backpack. Whoa. That's pretty wild. Yeah, so this also feels very different from the previous maps that we've played. You know, just the texturing and how to make a large space sensibility, and yeah, just all kinds of weird stuff going on. I guess I've got the rad suit, so I guess we'll jump down and take out these gun havers. Gun havers. Where does my suit's wearing out? Yeah, this is just kind of a weird... I don't know. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Very steep stairs. Down into a hell rock den of some sort. Ooh. Somewhat ominous looking red key room. Yeah, just anytime the face wall is scrolling, get ready for some messed up stuff. Yeah, what an odd shaped space. Alright, where is that? Okay, yeah, I guess it kind of looks like they're expecting me to backtrack a fair amount now that I have the red key. Oh, so this brown water here hurts you. The nukage that I was running on before does not. Multiple backpacks, just clearance on backpacks. Stair room is sexy. Scrolling, screamy faces never get old. Yeah, I agree with these opinions. these takes, as we call them in 2018. I don't know when opinions became takes, but I wasn't paying attention. Yep, some cacos popped out. And I don't... Oh, jeez. Okay, so this nukage does hurt you. Bummer. Oh, is this the exit? Whoa. It's wicked dark in here. Cool, we've got these little candles. I like those, actually. These are nice. Yeah, take is a little bit of, is sort of a condescending way to refer to an opinion in some cases. So that was Sewers. Yeah, I mean, that everything we saw in that level makes perfect sense given that name. By Jim Bagro. Very different. Okay, just a whole lot of shotgunners. Just not paying attention. They were just, I don't know what was distracting them. They had a sporting event from the previous night to discuss. I don't know if that candle is from Hexen. I don't recognize that sprite specifically. It could be from another game, but also, I don't know. You know, it's a little tough to tell the skill of this of the sprite artist here because, you know, they're mostly just modifying other work, which I think, as someone pointed out in the chat just now, is very 1996, you know, like doing little just sort of, you know, like, I mean, this is a case where, like, they took the medkit sprite and just drew some, like, techie greebly stuff on top of it, which isn't, like, inherently bad or anything. I think it's just, you know, it's a recognizable aesthetic approach. Okay, yeah, and they got the number 20 on the box of shells here. Yeah, I think that was common in the early days of Doom. People just wanted to, like, customize any little thing that they could. That's why I'm a little surprised that they didn't do a custom status bar art for this Mega WAD, because a lot of Mega WADs by 96 were doing custom status bar art. Yeah. Yeah, those medkits probably do have, like, an unpatched, outdated version of Linux, and, you know, some little Raspberry Pi hardware, like, glued to it that is absolutely going. So yeah, this information security is definitely going to be compromised in this base in all these medkits. These medkits are definitely spying on us. Thank you, Internet of Things. Ah. Okay. Wow. I just got wrecked. Fortunately, I had saved recently. Mostly recently. Dang, this is a tough cookie of an area. Alright, like... Ow! Okay, just tons of chain gunners, just blasting away at us. Uncool. No, I missed. I was trying to jump onto this weird little pedestal with the rad suit so that I could actually make use of all of this room to maneuver here. I mean, that almost feels like a combat puzzle, you know? It's like you've got these guys running around in the open space, but you'll get hurt if you dodge around and fight them, but then when you go into these cramped hallways, you've got to deal with these jerks who can just dish out a lot of damage from range. Okay, cool, and we're raising up a bridge. Here we are. Yeah, it's unclear what the NSA, or for that matter any other governmental entity, is up to in the world of Doom. It's possible that Doom is one of those. I don't know if Doom parentheses 2016 gets into this, but, like, yeah, just the role of government, you know, Because it seems like, you know, if there was any sort of regulatory backbone left in, you know, the world, then UAC would probably be in deep dookie about all the various things that they get up to. But who knows? It's probably safest to assume that it is a completely post-regulatory world where mega corporations can do whatever they want, and it's all just cyberpunk as heck. Okay, so I got a blue key there. Does that let me get into... Did I miss something? No, yeah, the whole flow is a little unclear here. Crate room. This is kind of map 24, the chasm reminiscent. I feel like 1996 was a time when map 24 could be one of your favorite levels and nobody would make fun of you for it. Oh, hey, buddy. So wow, this is a switch basically. Using this texture as a switch is very unusual. Okay, so we've got these outdoor areas here. Don't know how to get into there. Oh, maybe I can get on this and then hop off through the window? Nope. Let me try one more time. Just because if it... yeah. Yeah, this is kind of narrow. I'm kind of guessing that this window is not as tall as I am. But yeah, where do I go now? Oh, okay. Oh. What's all this? More cramped corridors and a big outdoor space. Okay. Alright, I don't know if this is going to wrap around. Yeah, probably. Some dead Marines out here. Wow, I didn't realize how soft I was, health-wise. Alright, what does this lead up to? Some pinkies. Narrow little thingy that we can shoot through. Shurikos that I don't want getting in here. I don't know if these are... yeah, like these kind of seem like they're block monster. I feel like those Lost Souls would be getting through... they'd be getting through these windows if those weren't monster blocking windows. And you know, that's a major reason to build a window, is to keep monsters out. I think that's, you know, that's something that humans probably conceived of long before windows were technologically possible. Monsters. You know, I did it again. Yeah, there's just too many hit scanners there, and they just burn you down. Okay, how am I going to do this? 18 health. Getting them to infight is good. Alright, that's good. Keep it coming. Cool. Alright. Fewer jerks for me to kill. God, once again. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's my fault for saving with 10 health, but... now these chain gunners are coming around. Yep. 2 health. Alright. Boy. Whew. Okay. That's an interesting way to open up a teleporter. Cool. Alright, so these levels are definitely... we're at map 5 now, and these levels are definitely starting to get more complicated. And... tricksy. Hi, Bananasaurus Rex. Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at maps. Do you have how are you distributing these maps? Do you have them on Doom World or Dropbox or something like that? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'll have a text log of this chat, so I don't know, you can paste in the link if you want. I forget if you can paste a link into Twitch chat. I can see how they might forbid that. Okay, so like I've got a yellow key. What am I missing here? I like some of the spaces in this map, but the progression is you know. Okay, so that raises it. Oh, okay. So what I gotta do? Gotta bring this up. Okay, so this is just a multi-stage elevator. This is fancy. All right. Yeah. Okay. I've already been there. And now let's raise it up to here. And cool. Here we are outside here. Yeah. All right. That's pretty cool. That takes some work to pull off. All right. So we need red key for that. So let's go back down. Very interesting. Okay, and this lowers it all the way down. I don't want to hammer on this setup too hard because it's always possible that it could break and leave me stranded, but okay, like this is where I came in. Nope. Thought there might have been a secret there. Alright. Raise this up. That takes me off into that whole wing. I must just be missing a interesting. How do I... Is this whole thing supposed to open up, maybe? Do I shoot this, maybe? It kind of looks like this is supposed to come open. Maybe I'm just... Maybe I just have to go down. Whoops. Dope. No, that was where I wanted to go? No. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to get out here and then... Okay, so that's a window. There's a space in there, but I don't think I can get in there. Damn. Okay, yeah, well, thought I had a lead there. The interface that I'm using is a custom thing that I built using my ASCII art game engine tool thingy called Playski. Yeah, I just built a launcher that I wrote some Python code and rigged up a bunch of weird stuff. Yeah, yep, yeah, it's all just part of that launcher thing that I whipped up. Damn, I am lost. Okay, yeah, I can't get there yet. And yeah, I think I made the source code of the launcher available, but it's so particular to my setup that I don't think it would actually be broadly useful to people. If you're, it's, you know, it's an example of like how to build something that's more application-y with Playski, but thanks. Yeah. I feel like there's something that I missed about... What does that do? I feel like I missed something important about this arrow here. Because I can hit that thing, but then... what opens this thing? Oh, yes, okay. Sorry, I didn't apprehend what people meant by... Okay, alright, that was the red key was actually up on top of that crate. That is definitely kind of hidden. Or at least I missed it. Cool, okay, we're back on track here. And in celebration, there's just a huge long line of bottles. We're just going to toot all those up. Whole lot of little energy drinks. Wait a minute, I think there are some secret doors in here. Secrets. Secret-y secrets. Cool. Okay, now we have all the keys. Oh, cool. We lowered this stuff. Get a few more bonus. Alright, we have the red key now, so I guess we can just ride that straight to what sort of feels like the rooftop. This central elevator here is somewhat ingenious. For a 96 map. Teeth.wad. Yeah, express elevator to hell at the end of Doom the Master levels. Yeah, that is a heck of a level. That one, the actual elevator itself isn't especially clever, but the way that all these... the way that all the rooms come off of it and the way that you have to visit each little wing of it. Yeah, express elevator to hell is... It definitely paid off. The master levels are for super hardcore Doom players who want a real challenge. Yeah, I guess I am just gonna like... Yeah. Sorry I'm killing the Spider Mastermind in a super boring way, but I'd rather do that than just let it eat up all my health. And there we go. Okay. I don't know what the inspiration for going down is. I mean, going down has a different and much more rigorous conceit of like the footprint of the starting point of the level is always the same, and you always return to it. But yeah, going down is super good. Teeth.wad, I would say, like, has, you know, some historical significance. And is an interesting example of a particular kind of level design. I don't know how I would classify it, but I get this little outdoor area here. Okay, so this definitely feels like the point at which, like, the last level and this level definitely feel like the point at which these levels like went from being relatively small and compact to having their own, you know, largish journeys to them. Cool. Where'd you come from? Okay, I guess that was the end. Okay, maybe. All right. So yeah, we're entering Splatterhouse by Steve Duff. Okay, yeah. Let's do one more level. But yeah, I enjoy that, like, you know, even though we've been playing a 32 level MegaWAD, we've seen some pretty different stuff by authors with pretty different styles. I think this is the first level by this author that we're seeing in this MegaWAD so far. And yeah, this is yet another fairly different sensibility. I like this lighting. This lighting really gives a sense that, you know, that these structural things are, you know, are really defining the space and controlling how light comes in. I dig this. Yeah, and the shadows like just continue across, you know, the slime and all that. I don't know why it's not there. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, it's cool. I dig it. Oh, okay, and it's gonna raise up some stairs. Splatterhouse themed TC. Splatterhouse is in the old arcade and TurboGrafx-16 game where you're like a Jason Voorhees going through Nightmare World. Because that would be something. Could very easily picture that within the overall idiom of Doom. Oh, whoa. Alright. Little maze surprise there. Interesting room. Bit of an E1M1 callback. Whoa, outdoor area. Definitely the biggest that we've seen yet. Looks like there's a little river running through it. That's cool. Let's see if we can get in there. Where did this take? Okay, is this going to take us back? Yeah. Cool. Alright, don't have any keys. Came in here. And this was just an entryway, right? Tony Hawk got a job in 1990 editing commercials for TurboGrafx 16. Yeah, I think I knew that actually because Tony Hawk was a huge Amiga video toaster user. That was just like in addition to being like a professional skateboarder, he like was all about Amigas and doing cool multimedia stuff with computers back when that was a relatively unconventional thing to do. And yeah, I want to say like I was like looking at old TurboGrafx 16 commercials or something on YouTube one time, and it was like, oh yeah, Tony Hawk edited this, and it's like, what? Yeah, it was like for Bonk's Revenge or something, you know, just one of those very TurboGrafx-y games. So that's pretty cool. Tony Hawk staking out a very respectable swath of the jock nerd, you know, spectrum there. Yeah, the only other thing that I know about Tony Hawk really is that he's made like these fairly philosophical kind of like tweets. I don't follow him on Twitter or anything, but just sometimes like people will retweet something by him that makes it seem like he's just sort of this figure with an almost sort of like almost a pathos about him, like he's at an airport or something, and somebody checks his ID, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Tony Hawk was a skateboarder," and he was like, "Yeah, that's me," and the person's like, "I wonder what he's up to nowadays," and he says like this or something. He just has like these sort of deadpan kind of responses to people like either not recognizing him or recognizing him but being kind of weird about it, or I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's a somewhat unreplicatable kind of humor. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if he still messes around with Amigas. I don't know if he's running one of those modern Amiga boxes, or if he got too busy skateboarding. Who knows? Cool. Yeah, I haven't said much about this map, but this definitely feels like the most intricate and kind of professional map yet. The way that these areas kind of bleed together and have interesting shapes and stuff, like this looks like, you know, this just looks like a late 90s Doom level to a great extent, you know. Oh yeah, he was in the Kickstarter video for the Aquabats. So yeah, so that's another, I don't know, he's doing all right. He's doing all right. Small child, are you Tony Hawk? Tony Hawk, yes. Child, why? That's a perfect, yeah. That's the good stuff. That's the good content from Tony Hawk. So yeah. Okay, yeah, man. This level, this definitely recalls just I don't know, just because I played it like I don't know within the past year. This feels a little Master Level-y, and I couldn't even tell you what specific levels I'm feeling there, but Yeah, this is large and interesting. Like, just a lot going on here. And yeah, like if the rest of the MegaWAD is like this, then this is probably a very meaty release. How do I get into this little space here? There's that window there. Huh, maybe I just have to teleport into it. Yeah, and I'm kind of lost here, honestly. Like, there's just... Yeah, that's a weird door situation. Little weird secret sub-area. Okay, secret. And we can see into like this slime tunnel kind of thing that appears to go all the way around. So yeah, like this has a... You know, I think that's one thing, like, because it's one thing to just make a map that is a bunch of different separated rooms that are, you know, fit together kind of intricately and have distinctive, unusual shapes. But having features that continue throughout the map and you can kind of pick up on them and take them like roads or something, I think that's definitely a good, like, another level of sophistication mapping-wise. Because I can kind of orient myself to this, you know, or if I end up in a tunnel that looks kind of like this later on, then maybe I have some sense that I can like follow it around to be here. I don't know why I want to do that or anything, because there's nothing in there, but you know, it's just like giving the player some visual hooks to build a more interesting mental map. Okay, and then the fact that like you come back to an area or you come and it sort of unfolds and there's new layers of monsters socked away in various closets or garages or whatever. Okay, so I've got a lot of the auto map here filled out. I've still only got my red key. Yeah, I'm just kind of lost. Like, this level is so big. Yep, I've been here. Yeah, how do I get... There's like this whole slime area. Okay, alright, that's a red key door. Can I go into here? Yeah, maybe this is the right way. I was out here, you know, fighting earlier. Maybe I just need to not shy away from the slime and just, like, yeah, just run into this whole mess here. Alright, yeah. I'll bet I'm on the right track. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this is fast. Also, just like the view through to, you know, like the amount of stuff we're seeing into here, definitely probably would have been pushing the vanilla DOS executable renderer to its limits. All right, yeah. Now we're in that slime tunnel that we saw earlier. Let's see where it goes. Whoa, I'm pretty sure what we saw there was those demons were waiting down in little holes, and then I crossed the thing and they appeared to rise up out of the lava. That's always a classy way to bring a monster into a space. Check out these little armor helmets, these night hats. They've got a little cyber eye on them. Totally just little cyber helmets. Or maybe it's like a Dragon Ball eyepiece scouter thing. You can use it to determine all of these monsters' power levels. These guys are powerful. Who was that? Who was shooting? He was shooting. Now he is not shooting. Okay. Man, this level's intricate. Yeah. Doom Guy's power is pretty high. You know, it's hard to say how high, but... all right. So yeah, we've kind of, yeah, like that gut sense that I had for like that this slime tunnel, that this whole sewer area would take us around to someplace that was important to progression, proved true. Here we are. Cool. I guess I can get up to this little island here. I don't know if it has any goodies on it. Yes, over 9,000. Power levels over 9,000. I mean, the BFG is granted Doom Guy a pretty respectable power level at least, you know. Who knows? It's such a silly trope in that show, like, you know, they have these numbers like, oh yeah, well my power level is 3,000. How about that? It's just, I don't know. And I think they dropped it. They realized that it was kind of silly. And that it would lead to episode 207, them having to give, like, scientific notation. And yet, that is what RPGs do, you know? Yeah, this big ol' outdoor area here. Pretty cool. I want to know how to get out here. I just... Oh, rude. Yeah, I want to get out there. I mean, there's like... Look at these jerks. Just walking along this wall here. Yeesh. Alright. Never mind. I can't get out there. I'm just wandering. Alright, so I go back here maybe? Alright, this is the starting area. Where is a blue key door here? Where the heck is it? Okay, do I want to get in there? No, that just looks like it has a little optional treat. Okay, so maybe I follow this around. Yep, okay, okay. We're going places. Don't have the yellow key. Ah, damn. Yeah, I thought this was the way forward. Oh well. Alright, so we'll come back when we've got the yellow key there. And then, yeah, I've already done this. There is so much space in here. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know where to go. I honestly don't know where to go. Like, there's that yellow key thing. Yeah, I feel like I've been just about everywhere else here. Maybe... Oh yeah, I haven't been... Well, I have been here, but... Oh, okay, alright. Well, yeah, you just use that thing. Just use that thing and you can lower the thing down. And oh, man. That's a bummer. Okay. Now we absolutely know where... We absolutely know where we can go with this. What's our time looking like here? Okay, yeah, we've definitely gone over an hour. So I am looking to wrap this up. Let's go here. Yes, yes. Because we follow this around. Man. Yep, there is so much traversal in this map that it's kind of shut off my brain. Whoa! Hello. Alright, now we're back in the fight. We have found the fighters. Jibs. This is actually kind of an interesting space. Like, it's very cramped, but you've got like these. Feels like, you know, there's some actual control of lines of sight, and the fact that it connects to these other areas is kind of neat. Oh yeah, and look, they customized the texture a little bit here. It's like recon, and a very shrunken down, like 8 by 16 pixel or so Doom Marine on the little monitor there. Cool. Okay, well, where do we go from here? Take this down. Okay, yeah. Alright, that's... Sure, I'll jib them. Ow. Kaboom. Okay. All right. I think I know the way out of here. No, I already went there. So I'm kind of wondering if something opens up into the big outdoor area here. No. Doesn't look like. Yeah, although... Right, so we've got a view out into all of this. Maybe this is a way out? Ooh, yeah, okay. Don't think we've been here before. Cool. Cool, is this the exit? No, this opened something. It's opened up a bunch more monsters. Cool. I like this hallway. I mean, that's just, I don't know, it's kind of monotonous, but, you know, repetition is a valid element. And just, I don't know, you know, anything with some bold lighting and stuff, I'm a sucker for. Okay, now we can go down here, and now I think we will... No, actually it just leads into a whole other little section of the level. I'll be damned. Whoa. So yeah, now we're in just like this giant lab facility feeling thing. This is like a big bank of computers or something. And is this like a teleporter? That kind of feels like it could... This map really is a journey. Yeah, look at this. Look at this sucker. It's huge. Alright, now we've teleported. There doesn't seem to be a way back. And, oh, okay, wow, and we just hit a mid-level transition, and now we are going into Death Stay by Rob Berkowitz, and is it going to pick up where we left off? Deeply into the infest... Okay, so that's just the normal Doom story stuff, and it doesn't pick up exactly... Okay, man. All right, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna call it there. I'm tuckered out, and it got dark, and I should eat dinner. But that was really something. Yeah, Realm of Chaos by the MacIntosh team. Dang. Okay. Yeah, and they've got all of the yeah, we've got the credits and stuff. Oh yeah, and there's a little story thing that I maybe could have read before, but man, that was quite extensive. So yeah, good job, MacIntosh team, the MacIntosh team, TMT. That's, I don't know, that seems like, it's like for 96, that seems like a totally respectable mega WAD. It's got your own sprite stuff, and yeah, like that last level was really I mean, I think it you know, it sort of rambled on a bit, but the overall structure of it was interesting. Definitely doing some interesting stuff. So yeah, it was, and also it was just cool to see like different mappers working in collaboration, all going into the same compilation. The eclecticism definitely did feel TNT Evolution like. But yeah, cool. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna bid y'all farewell. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely week. I will see you next week. And until then, be well. Play some Doom if you like. Yeah. Cool. All right. Have a good one.